Hey future CEOs, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about how I got my current 9 to 5 off of LinkedIn. There's going to be some tea in this one, so you're going to want to stay tuned. As I mentioned, I got my current 9 to 5 job off of LinkedIn. And how did this happen perhaps? Let me tell you. Previously, a couple of years ago, when I was right out of college working as an intern, a recruiting company had reached out to me from my LinkedIn, I will add, because I always have kept it up to date. They had reached out to me asking if I was interested in this certain job posting that they had had. But after some further conversations of what my expectations were and what my goals were in my career, we had come to the conclusion that that specific job would not work for me at that time. But I made sure to leave everything in good standing and to keep in touch with the recruiter and to make sure to connect with them on LinkedIn. Because of that, we'll fast forward a couple years when I received an inquiry or a cold call from a new recruiter at the same company. They had come across my LinkedIn yet again and then found my information in their system and decided to give me a call to see if I would be interested in the position they had opening at that time. And because I was so surprised by them calling me, I didn't really know what to do and I wasn't open to new expectations at the time. I had told them that I was not interested in the position at all. And that's the tea. I told them I was not interested, but here I am all this time later, working in the job. How did it happen? Well, after my conversation with this recruiter, I sat down with my boss at the time and I asked him what my career path looked like with the company. I had only been at the company about 8 months, and in my mind, I thought I had to stay there for a couple of years before I had even considered leaving. Even though, to be honest with you, I was not happy in this position, and there was no ladder per se for me to climb. There was no outline on how I get from my position to where I wanted to be. None of that. So I politely sat down with my boss and I had asked him if there was a way we could lay out a career path for me and what my expectations were and their expectations of me and so on and so forth. And I have to say that unfortunately, at the end of the conversation, the outcome wasn't what I was hoping for. But in light, it helps me to realize that this wasn't the job for me nor the company for me. And there was so much more out there for me to learn and for me to do. That being said, I went home after that conversation and decided I'm going to be open to new opportunities. So I updated my LinkedIn yet again and selected the check in the box where it says that you can let recruiters know you're open to new opportunities. And for some reason, while I was doing this crazy job search, the account manager job that the recruiter had reached out to me about the week before kept coming to mind. So I thought, what's the worst case? I might as well give her a call to see if they have even filled the position yet. Best case, they haven't filled it and they might be interested in talking with me. Worst case, they hate me, they tell me no, and they tell me to never call them again. But hey, it's worth a shot, right? And it's a really funny story because I had told her no. And if I had stuck with that no and not decided to give her a call back and kind of, shoot my shot, I don't know where I would be today, but I'm happy that I made that decision. So from my experience, you can learn these 3 things. 1, always keep in contact with everyone. When you make connections, you never know when it could help you along the way. Step 2, always be open to new opportunities. Just because you're in a job that you think is really great doesn't mean another opportunity might come along that might actually be way better than you even thought possible for yourself. And I'm telling you that because this is coming from experience. And 3, never be afraid to go back and change your mind. Never be afraid to go back to your recruiter and say, hey, I told you no, but I'm actually interested now. Because the worst case is that they could tell you no. But if you never ask, you will never know. And 10 out of 10, I'd rather hear no than conjure up these things in my mind about what could go wrong. So I hope that my story can help you. And of course, if you're looking for resume review, interview prep, or some career coaching, comment below or send me an email at brianna@thecoachingcompany.co.